So, it's giardiniera that you want to make, huh? We can do that. Oh yeah, that's tangy. So, giardiniera, pickled vegetables, call a spade. Not to be confused though with giardia, which is an intestinal infection which gives you diarrhea. Today we're following a recipe from Canning for a New Generation, Bold Fresh Flavors for the Modern Pantry by Liana Krisoff. This is a great book. There are some rogue recipes in here, such as the one opposite the recipe we're going to make is catfish fillets in escabeche. I'm sure it's lovely, Liana. We're not going to make that today, maybe ever. Now, this is a great recipe to pretty much clear out the crisper, get rid of some of the old veg that's almost about to go, and make way for some new stuff. You can do plenty of stuff with giardiniera, okay? It's really yummy. You can tang up some nachos, you can make a sandwich out of it, make muffaletta, put it on a hot dog. You can make an Italian beef sub, as made famous by the bear. It's a super versatile thing to have in the pantry or fridge. Cool, so the first thing that we're gonna do is prep our vegetables. This book is written in freedom measurements. So it says 1.5 pounds cauliflower, which roughly 750 grams, 8 ounce carrots, 8 ounce celery, 250 each. This stuff is already getting floppy and sad in my fridge, so I already cut it up and froze it. You can slice it, you can dice it, do whatever you want. And 6 ounces hot banana or jalapeno peppers. I didn't even translate that, so just put chili in there if you want it to be spicy. Don't put chili in it if you don't want it to, your choice. So now that we have all that ready, over to the pot. Into the pot we're going in with 6 cups white vinegar, half a cup of salt, a tablespoon of yellow mustard seeds just crushed up with a mortar and pestle, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Then we're just going to simply add our veg and our chilies and keep that boiling for a minute. Off to the side, we've got a pot of hot water. What this is going to do is sterilize our jars and get them ready for canning. Now when you're doing this, make sure you just estimate to do more jars than you think you need. You never want to be caught a jar short, just as my dad always said. Okay, now that our vegetables have boiled, we're going to deviate slightly from the recipe. I'm going to remove the vegetables, pop them in a bowl, and just toss them in dried oregano. If you've got fresh oregano on hand, or that's what you found at the supermarket first, just pop one into each of the jars that you're using before you ladle the mixture in. Okay, now it's time to get serious, guys. This is hot, all right? We need to get the hot jars out of pot. Now, even though jar out of hot pot, jar still hot, okay? So make sure you're wearing an oven mitt, and you have a tea towel on hand, and you've got some tongs. Now you can get jar lifters, but in lieu of those, I've wrapped a rubber band around the tongs. Yeah, ideally I'd have 2, but I don't have 2 rubber bands, so. Here's the strap, okay? Tongs in the jar, pull it out, grab it, do not tick back. Hot water go on arm, bad. Empty. Now that you have all the jars out, it's time to put all the mixture into the jars. Try and balance out as best you can the liquid to mixture ratio. And don't forget to leave half an inch of headroom between the lid and the mixture. Now that this is done and all the lids are finger tight, we're going to add them back to the pot for 15 minutes to process. Okay, so after leaving the jars to boil for 15 minutes, now we need to carefully pull them out. The jars are obviously going to have a bit more weight to them now, so you need to be really careful in getting them out. The best way I found was to empty most of the water and just pull them out. So there we go, 6 jars of giardiniera. If you're going to do this at home, you can have a bit of fun with it, you know? Some recipes suggest putting olives in it. Yuck. Looking at my old jar of giardiniera, I don't think that I put oregano in this one, and it still tastes unreal. Whatever the case, have fun making it and enjoy. We'll see you next time.